In this video, we are going to create a simple tab bar with using HTML and CSS. In the tab bar, we can add the active link, and we are going to apply the Google fonts for this. Let's start writing the code. So we are going to use unordered list element and with the li and anchor. Anchor for we are using for to click the elements. So I'm going to give the default link. Let's add the content, my account, and let's save it and see. So here we see the my account. Let's add more links. So I'm just copying and adding those. Let's change the content and let's use company. Save it and see. So we have got the initial output for this plain HTML. Let's add the CSS to make it. We are going to use the app.css. Before that, there is some top space and left space got added. Those are all coming from the browser default values. So we are going to reset those browser default values, kind of like a margin and padding, those things. So to reset those, we are going to use the global selector as a star. Then remove the margin first. I'm removing the margin and then remove the padding. So once we save the changes, here we see the by default browser default values got removed, kind of like margin those stuff. And let's remove the bullet symbol for the unordered list elements. So for that we are going to use the list style none, and by default anchor will have the blue color. So let's change that to the black, and let's remove the underline here. For that we are going to use the anchor a, and let's remove the text decoration none. Using the using this property we can remove the underline, and then we can add the we can change the color as well. Let's add default it's black. So here we are having like still we are having the cursor pointer along with the text got changed to the black, and we have removed the underline as well. So so the tabs will display like side by side, right? For that we are going to add a class name here for the UL element. Let's add a class name tabs. Let's add these tabs. Just copy the class name which you created, and let's add the CSS to that tabs. And so here we are going to use the li, and we are going to use the property display inline block. Li elements got rendered in the side by side. Let's add some top space and left space. Let's make it a little bigger. So, so by default we can use like I'm going to use the tabs class name to add the top space. Margin I'm going to use the top and bottom, and left and 0 as 0. So let's add something like I'm going to use the margin top 30. So it got added the margin top 30. Let's add margin left auto, margin left auto, and margin right auto. Let's add some width to make it the link should display in the center light. Let's add some width. So I'm giving the 400 pixel width, and it's got broken, right? Let's give the some more width. So I have given the 500 width, and so the links got moved to the center. If you remove this margin left and right, the links will come like left and right, so that to align this centrally, so that I have used margin left auto and margin right auto. Okay, so let's add some border for the bottom border, bottom 1 pixel solid, and then add the class name, sorry, and then add the color name E5E7EB. Let's save it, and here we see the border, light border here. You see that border. So let's add some alignment for these individual links. Let's add some kind of so I'm going to use the tabs li here. Let's add padding. So I have added the padding. Let's add the display inline block. So the basically padding is not applied to the inline elements. So that we need to change the inline elements to the black level elements. For that we need to use the block. So the padding got applied. Let's add some border when the when we do the cursor over the specific element. Let's add the some border. Tabs LIA. I'm going to add the border bottom for the anchor element. Border bottom 2 pixel solid. Let's add some blue color here. 2563EB. So this was the blue color. So the border bottom got applied every element, right? Let's add while h or the we just want to show the border while moving the mouse on the specific element, right? So let's add this some pseudo class h over. We have added the h over pseudo class to apply the border bottom for the each element. Immediately we can see the border bottom there. Let's add by default there will be like one link should be active, right? Let's add one kind of like active element. For that we are going to use the class name active, and for this class name active we are going to apply the active link. Let's add dot active space yeah. So by default the link got activated here. So while we move the from one link to the another link, here we see the border bottom. So we have added the border bottom for the active link, right? Let's add the color to highlight the specific link active. We are already having the active class name. So we are going to apply the color for that active class name color. So I'm going to use the same color which we applied for a border, and we see the color got applied to the active link, right? And we just want to display the color for the on h over as well, right? For that we just need to make change. I'm just moving this color to the grouped one. Let's remove the thing, and if you see here, so immediately we can see the uh, while h over in the specific tab we see the blue color and along with the border bottom. Let's add some space in between this border bottom. Let's add some space. So for that so initially I have applied the top bottom 5 pixel, and left to right I'm going to be the 5 pixel. Let's add some space. Top bottom it is 8 pixel, and so I have added the padding top and bottom 10 pixel. So the fonts are not looking good, right? Let's add some open source fonts from the Google. Let's use the Google fonts to make it look better, these fonts. For that just search in the Google and search for Google fonts. Click on this link, and here we see the fonts, right? These are all the font names: Roboto, Notice, and these are all the font names. So whichever the font we want to use, just click on the specific font, and just click on this get font, and immediately we can see there will be like two options. The Google fonts will be provided. One is get embed code, and another one is like directly we can download those files. We are going to use the embed code, right? So for that in the embed code we are just going to use the import links, and we are not going to use the import. So for that we are just copying this by clicking this copy code. The link got copied. So the usage will be like we just need to add copied fonts into the our head container. So I have copied and pasted everything from the Google fonts or the Roboto font. So to use that copied font, so I'm going to use the font weight 400 and along with this Roboto sans serif font style normal. So I'm going to apply the this font changes to the entire body level, so that we can use like a common global selector to apply the fonts where we can use the body and just paste the which you copied. So let's save it and see. See, the links got changed, right? So presently it is broken, right? When we add the font, so let's change some space. Let's reduce the space in between anchor tag left and right space. Let's give the space to the 3 pixel. So then we can see the links got arranged in the single line. Thank you for watching.